and I'm back with you today with a new installment of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. This is episode 22 in the series for Game 1. I am so excited to be playing today because I took yesterday off to work a stream for a friend of mine, and I am ready to go because this game is just so much fun and I've really been enjoying it. So I'm glad to be back with it. So I've promised myself that tomorrow when I stream, unless catastrophe occurs, I am going to play Radiant Dawn tomorrow because I'm working towards the edge of that and I need to finish that game. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and play Trails and see where this takes us. So before I get started, I just want to say thank you for those that have followed. Thank you to the new subscribers now that I have officially made affiliate, and that's all due to you guys. So thank you. Thank you for subscribing, those of you that have, and you know, um, it's been just a really great first week since we made that together, you and I. So, thank you. And then also, one of my moderators will probably be popping in shortly around their schedule. So, we will work with that as well. So, I'm going to go ahead. I didn't load up my game before I started like normal because when I saved the last time, it pretty much was rolling right into a bunch of text. So I wanted to be ready to let that play. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to let that get started. So here we go. We just passed a whole bunch of time.
Mid-August. It was the peak of summer, and the sweltering sun was beating down on the residents of Trista. After returning from Heimdall, we were given a whopping 5-day summer vacation before the school year resumed. Turns out, Thor sticks to its military roots, only granting extended vacations to students over the New Year's holiday. However, nobles are allowed to visit home, ostensibly to give them time to become familiar with their family's holdings.
Oh, look in the background, it's Celine.
And, as you might expect, that meant most students from classes 1 and 2 spent summer away from Trista. Meanwhile, classes 3 through 5 were stuck on campus, envying the nobility as they studied and trained as usual. The other members of Class 7 and I chose to stay in Trista as well, facing the heat with our fellow students.
"8:30. Ugh, it's so hot. Dying in here. I'm sick of this heat already. Talking about it is just making me feel even hotter. The Academy should install an orbital air conditioner. At least then it'd be a little easier to cope. An orbital air conditioner? What is that? Well, it's this device that blows out cool air to help regulate a room's temperature. Maybe it'd help if you think of it as the opposite of a stove. Wow, that's some kind of wizardry. Who'd have thought it, right, guys? Middle of summer. I've heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be prohibitively expensive? Only the most modern buildings seem to be able to afford them. Do you have one in your house? Well, There's one in the Rhineford Company's corporate headquarters, yeah. It'd be nice if my mother could spare one, for the academy she sits on the board of directors for. Seems bit much to hope for. Hey, Luna! This is a military academy, so I doubt that we can expect to be indulged quite that much. Still, a machine to help us keep cool in the summer. Whoever first invented that should get a medal. I'll admit, the summer heat here is more difficult to cope with than in Legram. But as long as I think of it as another part of my training, it doesn't bother me all that much. Berea gets similar summer heat waves, but there's usually a breeze blowing in from the canyon at this time of year. That does make summers a bit easier to manage. My hometown's up in the mountains, so it's pretty cool, even around this time of year. Actually, now that you mention it, I would have thought you three would be back home for the summer, being nobles and all. You were given permission, weren't you? If everyone else was going home, I would have considered it. But in the end, I decided against it. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago I got to see Elise. Maybe next year. I came here to train. Until I feel like I've made significant progress, I have no intention of returning home. Some of you saw my father's mansion. Do you think I'd go back to a place like that willingly? I'd much rather stay here and take my chances with heat stroke. You're really that uncomfortable at home, huh? Still, hot as it is, there's a lot going on right now. I doubt all the people headed to that conference at the end of the month have much time to be worrying about the heat. You make a good point. You're talking about the West Zimmeria Trade Conference, right? That's the one. There's never been an international conference on that scale before, at least not in modern times. Mayor Dieter Croy, who also happens to be International Bank of Crossbell's CEO, was the one who first proposed it. I've heard that Prince Oliver will be attending on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor. And Chancellor Osborne is supposed to be attending too. And they're thinking... Seems crazy to think we met them both just a few weeks ago. The Chancellor in particular was a pretty intimidating figure. Seems like a big scary monster. I've heard he served in the Imperial Army before becoming a politician. That 11 years ago, His Majesty entrusted him with the position of Chancellor. Supposedly, a full 70% of the Imperial Army is under his jurisdiction. His real fame comes from establishing most of the nation's railway network centered on the capital. Though he's also been responsible for annexing several smaller countries and independent states around Erebonia. I believe those all took place without any bloodshed, though, at least as far as I'm aware. I wouldn't put too much stock in what he's selling. Military spending in this country has increased exponentially since he took up his position as Chancellor. And that's only possible thanks to the tax revenue he gleans from the people of Heimdall and those annexed nations. Well, he was the one who ordered the construction of those 2 railway guns they've got pointed at Crossbell, too. At one point, Erebonia was on the verge of a full-scale war with Calford because of those things. Oh yeah, I heard that it was actually Liberel that proposed a way to avoid an armed conflict. They ended up signing the Non-Aggression Pact, right? Yeah, though, as I'm sure you've noticed, there's still quite a bit of tension between the two countries. I wouldn't be surprised if the issue reared its head again during the trade conference. Chancellor Osborne's been a really popular figure in the capital, though. Popular enough that he seems to have a group of terrorists after him. He does seem to be the Imperial Liberation Front's main target, doesn't he? You know, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator and all that. Indeed, they seem to harbor a deep-seated grudge against him. Their anger seemed a bit unusual in its intensity, didn't it? He does seem like the type who'd make a lot of enemies, especially with a face like that. Well, I'd rather not speak ill of my father's close ally, but come to think of it, isn't the instructor awfully late? It's well past time for homeroom to start. True, it should have started about 10 minutes ago, actually. I swear, that woman. She better not be sleeping off another hangover back at the dormitory. Wouldn't put it past her. I wish I could say there's no way our upstanding instructor would do that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Excuse me. I'll have you know I did no such thing today.
Instructor?
Good morning, instructor.
Morning, everyone!
Somebody's in a great mood this morning.
Anyway, I'll have you know I've got a good reason for being late today.
Oh boy.
And that reason is we're going to be welcoming a new classmate today.
We are?
What?
A transfer student at this time of year?
Seriously?
All right, come on in.
Righto.
Crow!
Huh? Crow?
But isn't he a second-year student?
I'm Crow Armbrust. Starting today, I'll be joining you fine folks as a member of Class 7.
Nice. I like Crow.
It's gonna be pretty sweet, guys.
What?
What? I mean, how?
Are you sure you want to know? It's a long tale fraught with the intrigue of school politics.
I don't think I'd put it quite like that. Back in his first year, he slacked off so much that he ended up failing a few of his classes. Then he came crying to me in a panic like, "Oh, help me, Instructor Sarah. They're not gonna let me graduate." So as a special exception, he's going to be joining us for the next 3 months to pay for his laziness.
You can't be serious.
That's an even more pathetic reason than I was bracing myself for.
I think you already know that Crow was one of the trial users for the Arcus test they ran last year. So I thought he might be a good role model for you. In that sense, anyway.
I'm like, wait a minute.
And don't forget, he'll also be joining us on our future field studies, too.
Nice. Looks like you saved me the trouble of having to explain it all. Anyway, let's let the good times roll.
Woohoo!
Oh, and since we're all classmates now, no need for all that sweet talking you lay on the other second years, all right?
Right.
Easier said than done, I fear.
If he was any more laid back, he'd be comatose.
Instructor, I can't help but notice you left the door open.
Wait, is there someone else too?
Huh? Are you serious?
Oh, I was hoping
Angelica?
to catch you off guard. All right, come on in and say hello.
I thought you forgot I was out in the hall.
Oh, Milliam. It sounds like Milliam. Looks like Milliam.
What?
You must be joking.
Yep, it is Milliam.
Hey, aren't you?
You're the girl we met in the Nord Highlands. Yuppers. Long time no see, guys.
Yuppers.
But I see a couple of you I don't know, so I guess I better introduce myself. I'm Milliam. Milliam Orion. And
Ta-da!
this here is Eric Getlam. But we'll just call him Lammy for short.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that?
Oh, you fight those all the time.
Holy crap!
Elliot.
It's that thing we saw at Ark's fort.
So this is that strange girl you met in the Nord Highlands.
Oh, and a little house rule before anything gets blown up. No bringing that thing out in the classroom. If he accidentally smashes a wall or blasts through the ceiling, I'm the one who's gonna get chewed out for it.
Boo. Fine.
Bye, Lammy.
Anyway,
Mm.
nice to meet you guys.
Nice little dance. She's got her little cute hat on.
Tell me you're kidding. Please?
I really wish I could.
Well, I can see we're in for some fun times these next 3 months.
All right. So we got 2 new class members. We've got Crow and Milliam. And we get to Saturday. 3 days went by. At first, no one was sure what to make of Crow Armbrust, an intelligence division agent Milliam Orion's sudden transfer into Class 7. But within a matter of days, it almost felt like they'd been there all along. I'm sure none of you need to be reminded that it was none other than Emperor Dracos who ended the War of the Lions. But did you know that historical records tell us he had amazingly few soldiers under his command? Initially, his allies numbered only a few confidants and several warriors from Nord. And while supporters rallied to him in each region, his ranks still couldn't hope to compare to the other princes' armies. Nonetheless, they continued to advance, liberating region after region, and after half a year of bloody battles, Prince Dracos met perhaps his most well-known supporter. Milliam, right? Would you happen to know the historical figure to whom I'm referring? Sure I do. Leanne Sandlot, also known as the Lance Maiden. And Crow, I just noticed, as Z's, where he's in the back of the class sleeping. Good job, Crow. Sandlot was the daughter of a count who ruled over a remote region, and accounts tell us she showed great martial skill from a young age. In particular, her skill with the lance was unparalleled. No records exist of her ever being bested in combat. The Lance Maiden also had a group of mighty warriors under her command who fought alongside her in battle. Perhaps you'd like to illuminate us as to the name of this famous band, Reen? The group of mighty warriors led by the Lance Maiden. That's the... How in the hell am I supposed to know? Eisenhower, the Iron Knights, they were a band of knights said to be able to charge across the battlefield like lightning, cutting down all in their path. Correct, you've done your homework. The wandering prince met the lance maiden one day during prolonged conflict in a remote region of the country. After recognizing each other as reliable and trustworthy, they pledged to fight together under a united banner. With the lance maiden and her knights bolstering his ranks, Dreikel's army swept through one region after another. In just a year, he was able to defeat the other princes and free the imperial capital Heimdall. As an interesting footnote, the castle the Eisenreiter used as their base of operations 250 years ago just so happens to be only a hop, skip, and a jump away from Laura's home in Legram. Indeed, it's known as Longer Castle. It's a beautiful old building situated on the shore of Lake Abel to the west of Legram. Oh, you've mentioned that before. Does anyone live there now? No, due to the dangerous terrain there, no one goes near it. These days, it exists simply as a relic of a bygone age. The Arseid family is responsible for the care and maintenance of the castle, though really only minimal work is done. Speaking of the Arseid house, wasn't one of your ancestors the Eisenritter's second in command? Indeed, the Lance Maiden's most trusted assistant and confidant, from what I understand. The Sandlot family line ended with the death of the Lance Maiden. And it's particularly because of that the Arseid family mourns her death each year. I see. Ooh, what a fascinating story. Legram, huh? Never had a mission there, so I've never been able to go. Maybe I should have stopped by when I went to Borealheart a while back. You think she'd at least try to conceal the fact that she gets sent all over the country on secret missions? I know, she totally just let it slip that she was doing something in Borealheart, too. Well, I suppose it's better than her being all distant and cagey around us. AP increased by 1. Okay, so tomorrow is a free day. Which means that next Wednesday you'll have your usual practical exam. You'd better all bring your A game. Oh, Milliam and Crow, a few must-have instructional materials you guys are going to need as part of Class 7 finally showed up. I'll hand that stuff off to you once we're done here, so I want you to come with me to the faculty lounge. Righto. Man, what a drag. Alright, homeroom's out for the day. Flee while you can. Machias, if you'll do the honors. Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow. So those guys are leaving with Sarah. Presumably to get their Arcus units. So, what do you think? Well, I don't think we have to be on our guard around her, at least. Same. Though I'd rather she kept that giant silver thing of hers hidden. I don't think she's a bad girl. I was taking a nap in the courtyard yesterday, and she came and fell asleep next to me. What does that have to do with whether or not she's trustworthy? They look like a couple of kittens all curled up together. Their personalities may be worlds apart, but they're both rather cat-like in their own ways. She can't be more than 12 or 13, still practically a child. Yeah, you're right. She's so chipper all the time that it's really hard to really be cold toward her. Yeah, I don't think I could bring myself to spurn her. She's got this natural charm, I think.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hi, Mitch. Oh, Mitch and Luna, if you're here, there should be one in there then that you can play as a subscriber only. So you can take a look and see if it works. So just saying, if you want to check it out. Because I redid them last night, Luna, after we talked. It's the oops one. It should say, for you as a subscriber, it should say 0. So. I didn't go into the settings, though, to adjust the timeouts and stuff on it, so I don't know what it's going to have. But I might have to play with that afterwards. Yeah, there's like a timeout for each person between stuff. But, yeah, once that's up, if you guys want to test it and see. Yeah, I might put a couple more for subscribers in there. I just haven't done it. I figured we'd try one and see what people thought. After you and I talked the other day about it, Luna. So, anyway. Hi, Mitch, and back to the game. Be that as it may, her presence here reeks of blood and iron, if you take my meaning. Well, it certainly seems that way.
As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
Hey, Steve. I was just telling Mitch and Luna that the subscribers, I can't talk today, have a special sound that they can use. I don't have the timeouts set on it properly yet, but if you look at the thing underneath the screen, there's a list, so you can check it out. But there's one right now that's for subscribers, and then I'll probably add a couple more. Anyway, I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time. It's hard to believe a girl like that could be an agent of the intelligence division. But just going off what happened in Nord, there's not much that would make me doubt it now. And then there's that thing, Aragetlum, that's always with her. She calls it Lammy, but aside from its name, we don't really know anything about it. It seems to be made from some strange material with both metallic and ceramic properties. Hard, but pliable. Agreed. It doesn't look like anything you could make, even with the most cutting-edge orbital technology. When I touched it, it felt really nice and cold. So, you actually touched it? It hasn't escaped my notice that it seems strikingly similar to the combat shells we fight in our practical exams. Exactly. No one has commented on that at all. Because it is. I think it's safe to assume that they share some kind of common origin. Yeah, the instructor said she was forced to accept it, though in a sense, Millium was forced on us too. You're welcome to think what you will, but I don't trust her. Either way, she's technically our classmate now, like it or not. It may be a little early to tell whether we can trust her as a friend, but we should be able to figure out pretty quickly whether we can count on her as a member of Class 7. Ah, well, that's a logical way of breaking it down at least. You're right, it's still pretty early to make sweeping judgments. Knowing her background would be great, but what's really important is whether we can count on her in a fight. Agreed. As students of a military academy, that's probably the most important issue. We'll have to wait and see. Well, considering we're living in the same dormitory, it'd be good if we all got along. Yeah, I wouldn't want her to think we're trying to make her feel unwelcome either. And then there's Crow. What's he like, Reen? You seem like you get along with him pretty well. I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. If I had to say, I describe him as a capricious gambling addict, way too prone to ante up for every hand. Ideos help us. So, he sounds like the kind of miscreant one would be better off avoiding. You can count on him when the chips are down, though. He really helped me out last month when Elise went into the old schoolhouse. He's good in a fight, and pretty handy with his Arcus, too. Maybe we're worrying over nothing then. Still, I'm not really sure how to connect with him, you know? Hi, Oceanic. Hope you're doing well. Let's see, so I'm not really sure how to connect with him, you know? Well, at least we're in separate dorms for the time being. We'll just have to see how things go. Okay, so we're walking around in Maureen, and we don't really have any... Oh, I was gonna say...
Hello, Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Oh, hi there, Reen. Do you have a moment?
Toa? Well, this is a surprise. What can I do for you?
You've got a new student in your class now, right? Well, her student notebook is ready, so I figured it'd be best to get it to her as soon as possible. And since you handled it last time, would you mind coming to get it for her?
Oh, you're talking about Milliam. Sure thing. I'll come get it right away. You want me to swing by the student council room then?
That'd be great. Thanks.
She sure doesn't waste any time. I should head on over to the student council room before it gets too late.
All right. I guess we're heading over to the student council room. I hear tell you got yourself invited to Valfame Palace last month. Now that's an achievement right there. Anyone who's ever voiced their doubts about Class 7 is probably eating their words right about now. What's more, I've heard you've found yourself some new members. Looks like everything is coming up Class 7. Well, you've earned it. Just keep it up, you hear? Thanks, we will. Alright, that reminds me. I'm gonna take a look at this. And we've got a bunch of people all over the place. Well, let's go see Toa, and then we've got some other people over at the student union. Wait a minute. Stuff the summer festival food stalls on your mind? Nah, that's no it. I've been helping Mada at the Grand Market for years now. I can almost do that. So, food stalls are like one of the things I live for. So now I'm just like, I want to set one up now. First, multiple jobs, now a food stall. You never can tell what she'll do next, can you? And oh nah, I completely forgot. I actually love food stalls even more than I love working. Oh my. Alright. Student union. I'm just gonna see who. So I have the hiccups now. Of course I do, because anytime I stream, I swear I get hiccups. So we've got the literature club. And this is the girl who is writing yaoi. I heard that Crow got switched to class 7. It makes you wonder. Wait, don't tell me. He did it for love? Which of the boys could he be gunning for? So many possibilities. I don't even know where to begin with that. See? Told ya. And then we've got... Now he's probably out fish. Oh, he's here! Yay! This is the first time I've gotten to talk to him since I've been fishing a whole bunch. So let's see what I get out of this besides the things that the fish cough up. Ooh, you're a black angler now. I'm impressed that you earned the same title as me in such a short time. Should have expected that from a fishing pro like you, though. I'm going to need to fish even harder so you don't overtake me. I can't say it's a bad feeling to be so highly regarded. It took me a while to get the hang of it, but now I feel like I've gotten really hooked on fishing. Ha ha. You know, it's taken hold when you start with the fishing puns. You need to enjoy these things. And now that you're a black angler, I can trade you some even nicer stuff. Keep up the pace, Reen. I'm so proud of you. Aw, thanks. I won't let you down. They are heating up in the fishing community, yes. That's it. Okay. So what else? I'm technically a noble, but nobody's ever asked me to go home for the summer. Not that there'd be any point anyway. My dad's always off on his fishing trips, and my brother's still over in Crossbell, so I might as well stay here. Alright, trade points. Trade. The standard rod, modified to be easy to use, ideal for catching medium-sized fish. An exceptionally sturdy rod that can withstand the mightiest catch, ideal for large fish. Angler points. I've got a lot of points. So I guess I can get... This must be the better of the two. So I get the one for medium fish, so I can get the one for up to large fish. I'm thinking I don't need both. And he's got salves. And yeah, the expensive one, yeah. Okay, because like it doesn't make sense to have to buy both of them. We've got some balms and charges that are handy here. A badge with a picture of a sword tail on it, part of a set, and it gives you HP plus 100, ACC 25, and speed plus 3. Plus 250, ACC 50. Defense 10. And then 500. I'm assuming you can only get one of these. Oh, you can get more than one. Nice. Mute. Attack can mute enemies. Attack can mute or freeze enemies. And flood. That seems like that might be kind of handy. It's 300 points. Because this is freeze or mute, and that... Hydro Cannon, Crystal Flood, and Athelos. Attacks, crafts can mute or freeze. And that's mute, so why not have one that does both? potentially. Alright, and then I've got 300. Alright, so I've... I can't talk. We've got 67. So we'll do 8,000 HP. Wow. 50. All right. All right, so let's take a look and see now. We've got items. Oop. Okay. Oh no, that's not where I want to be. I want to be here. Prevents confuse. Remove that. Alright, and we had... I don't remember what these were that I got. A plus 100 HP. Focuses where... Okay, and then... Oop. She has Prism Conference. How did... Oh, I think because when I did that, they were already split into their groups. That's why. Alright, where's that? Let's see. Soothing fragrance. We don't want her to be muted either, though. Prevents blind. Prevents sleep, burn. Death. Ah! I wish I would not go all the way out of menus when I'm doing this. Hey, Urban, how are you? I'm doing really well today, actually. Just equipping some stuff on my people. I got some new things. Where to see even at night. Prevents blind. Prevents sleep, nightmare, faint, and confuse. Lisa has stuff. Elliot, Laura, Machias, Emma, Eustace, V, and then we just need Gaius. Oh, cool! It's that time everyone I know has been either coming back for vacation or going on vacation. Let's see what we have that would be good for Gaius to use. There's Prevent Confuse, that might be good. Defense 10 prevents poison. Let's see. Oh, I could have given that one to Emma. EP plus 50. Let's see what else we've got first. So, prevents sleep and nightmare. Cooling belt. Speed plus 3 prevents delay. Alright, I wonder. Petrify. ATS speed 3. Alright, we're gonna leave that as it is for right now. Oh, nice. I used to love to go camping. Alright, so now that we've seen this guy, let's go find Toa. Oh, that's not Toa's room. She's in this room, I think. Yeah. Well, Toa said she wanted me to come to the student council room. Knock.
The door's open.
Yeah, have fun with your camping and stuff. Make sure you have all your supplies, because that sucks when you forget something.
Come on in.
Sorry if I disturbed you.
Oh, Reen! Not at all. Sorry for making you come all the way out here.
Don't worry about it. It's class business anyway.
No worries, Urban. I'm glad you stopped in. It was nice to see you.
That's quite the spread you've got on your desk there.
It's a bit of stuff.
Is it just me, or does your workload only ever seem to increase?
Well, I've got a little extra going on right now that's keeping me a little busier than normal. Anyway, this is Milliam's notebook. Crow's already got one, along with the added pages on the Arcus units you all have, so she's the last one who needs it.
Alright, I'll be sure to pass this on to Milliam next time I see her.
Alright, we got her notebook.
Actually, if you don't mind my asking, how much do you know about why she's here at the academy?
All I know is that she came with a recommendation from the Army's Intelligence Division, really. You know those combat shells you fight in your practical exams? They're being used with the Emperor's authorization. Apparently, it's something similar for Milliam. They can't deny her admission if the Emperor's pushing it through.
This goes all the way up to His Majesty?
His Majesty? Oh my goodness.
Seems like it. The Chancellor was the one who set up both the Intelligence Division and the Railway Military Police. But neither of those organizations could have been established without His Majesty's consent. That's what's unusual. Anyway, because of that, the Academy can't really turn down a direct referral with that kind of backing.
So that's how it is. But even accounting for that, I never would have expected Crow to be transferred into our class too.
Yeah, I was just as shocked as you when I found out. I knew he was a habitual class cutter, but I always figured he at least had enough credits to graduate. Oh, I feel like a failure as student council president for not noticing. Maybe even a failure as a friend.
Oh no.
Whoa there. I think you're being a little hard on yourself.
Just a wee bit.
What about Angelica? Does she have enough credits to graduate?
Angie at least makes sure to attend the classes she needs for graduation. Apparently, Crow not only hadn't attended enough class units, he also didn't turn in some essential assignments. But as long as he's active and engaged with his Class 7 work over the next couple months, he'll be able to graduate.
Oh my. Poor Toa. Oops.
Still, I get the distinct feeling this 1-2 punch of transfer students wasn't just a happy coincidence.
Uh-huh.
Am I right?
Well, yeah.
Shocker, that one.
The principal thought placing Crow in Class 7 might be beneficial for the rest of you, too. His grades might be a sorry sight, but he really knows how to get things done when he wants to. Did you know he was responsible for all of the event planning at last year's Academy Festival?
Crow did that? Voluntarily?
It might be kind of awkward having a second-year student in your class, but I hope you guys will all get along. That goes for Milliam too, of course. She might have an unusual background, but at the end of the day, she's still a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So, she really is 13 then?
Yeah, she scored really well on her entrance exam though, so I think she can handle the curriculum fine. She might be small, but she can roll up her sleeves with the best of them.
Now, where have I heard of someone like that before? Oh, sorry. Looks like I've got a call coming in.
Go ahead and answer. I don't mind. I wouldn't want you to miss anything important.
Alright. Excuse me then. Hello? Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Hello, Reen. It's your favorite instructor here.
Oh boy.
Are you still on the Academy grounds by any chance?
As much as it pains me to say it, I am.
No need to sound so suspicious. It's just that after I gave Milliam all the things I had for her, she just took off somewhere. You know how she tends to be kind of a mischief maker. So could you find her and drag her back to the dorms for me?
Alright. I can only imagine what would happen if she were to flash that silver thing of hers around on the Academy grounds again.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'd really rather avoid a repeat of yesterday. Anyway, I leave it in your capable hands, brave leader of Class 7. Mwah.
Wait a second. When did I become the...
Poor Reen.
She really does trust you.
She's something.
Anyway, I'll let you go then. Are you still up for helping me with a few requests tomorrow?
Of course. I'll be around. Still, I know you've got a full slate and all, but try not to overwork yourself. And if there's anything else I can do to make life a little easier for you, don't hesitate to ask.
Sure. And thanks.
Okay. Alright. I guess I better start looking for Milliam. But where do I even start? She could be almost anywhere. I should probably ask a couple of the others for help. I doubt I'll accomplish much just checking the places at random. Come to think of it, I haven't gotten Crow's number yet, either. I think 2 other classmates will be enough for this. Though I should remember to ask him when I get a chance. I'll take Emma today, because we haven't used her in a while. And I'll take Gaius. Alright, I understand. It doesn't seem wise to leave her on her own. I suppose a setting like this must be pretty novel to her. Perhaps she's walking around taking in the sights. Yeah, I think you're right. I doubt she's left the Academy grounds yet, though, so we should be able to find her. I'll just have to think, if I were new here, what would seem the most interesting? Then check all those places. I agree. Let's find her and bring her back to the dorm then. Okay, so... Alrighty then. Oh! First shot. Wow, so this is the Orbital bike everyone was talking about? I want to try it. I'll need some more, or it'll need some more fine tuning before you'll be able to do that. You do have the option of riding alongside me, however. I'm always willing to take cute little ladies like you for a ride. Really? I kind of want to have a race, though. I want to see if Lammy's faster than your bike. I don't know what this Lammy is, but it takes some guts to challenge me to a race. Now I'm really starting to take a liking to you. I don't know how you feel once you meet Lammy. It didn't take long for those two to hit it off. Angelica and George are really good at taking care of others. Oh, hey there. What's up? Truth is, Rena explained to George that Instructor Sarah asked them to drag Milliam back to the dorms. No way! There's still plenty I want to do. If that's how you're going to play it, then I'm not going to let you catch me. Our race is going to have to wait. Ha! Very well. I look forward to seeing you around again. For sure. Catch you later. Da-da-da-da. Poof. Wait up, Milliam. And off she goes. You could have at least pretended to try to catch her, Angelica. Reen, sweetie, surely you've realized that I always side with my lovely ladies. I have to say, though, she's even more peculiar than I'd heard. Yeah, I'd really like to see this Lammy she keeps talking about, too. Tell her that she's always welcome here for us, will you? Alright. Okay, let's go search somewhere else. Okay. Oh, hang on 1 second. Just have to take my medicine really quickly. If I can get my water open. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's see really quickly while I'm here. There we go. Alright, it's everybody. Except the 2 new people. Oh, that's right, because I opened up some of her other stuff. So this can only be something silver. Phantom phobia. Terrifies enemies with an illusion of death. Sounds interesting. And this is red only. Alright, it always takes a while to go through all the I did turn off my alarm. Okay, so okay, she needs the silver ones again. Intimidation. Blades to condense insanity. Buffs an ally with pure radiance. I don't know if that's what I want. I think I want one from here. Action speed +6. Does she have? My memory sucks. She has impede 1. So I don't know if this is the right choice or not, but I'm gonna pick impede 2. And then she has other places. Action is speed +6. Cast. She has cast 2. Is that the wrong one? I was thinking it was the other one. Alright, I looked at the wrong ones. Okay. EP. Mind. Ooh. Alright, let's... I don't know. Alright, and then she needs, like... I forgot to look and see what I had first. We have move 3. And I don't see what I was thinking of for her. Because I was thinking this. Ornament, Quartz, Emma. At least for right now. And then, oop, Gaius. This one's not locked. So we can put something here. How do I not have something here? Alright, let's see. What can we give him for right now? Could be anything. Nice thing about these is you can change them later. And it's not like you lose them. Elisa. She's shield and evade. Thought somebody has that. It's not her though. Windville. Just shield 2, attack 1. One physical attack. Alright. For right now, I'm just gonna give her some of the ones that I have in here, and then, like I said, I'll end up rearranging them later. Use has. So this one is Earth, right? Lock. Let's see what we can buy for him. EP cut cost. Hit. Ornament quartz. All right. Okay. I'm sorry, this takes a little bit of time, but Fee, I think she's good. Yeah. Alright. So I just want to get out of this and then save for right now, and then, like I said, it's something I can adjust later. Alright, so let's go. Oh, wrong door. Let's go figure out where Milliam took off to, shall we? Looks like the gymnasium is next on our list. Well, we'll keep an eye out for Milliam around here. Just focus on finding her. Must be upstairs. Yep. There she is. Wow, look at all that water. That's gotta be refreshing. I kind of want to take a dip. Phew, we finally found you. Oh, hey, Reen. Hey, do you know if I can get to take swimming lessons while I'm here? I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't. Has instructor Sarah given you your school swimsuit yet? Nah, all I got today was my uniform. She told me I'd get it tomorrow. I can't wait though. I wish I could go swimming right now. I appreciate the zeal, but swimming lessons aren't exactly playtime. You guys think too much. Besides, all this pool talk really makes me want to go for a swim. Oh, I know. Milliam? Ta-da! I can wear this. It's totally waterproof and dries in no time. Now, it's no problem if I get wet. Please, think this over. On your mark, get set, go! Milliam, are you okay? That was way too fun. Hop on in. The water's nice and cool. She just doesn't care, does she? Well, that came as a surprise. We should go get her. Where'd Milliam go? She timed her escape perfectly. She was headed towards the girls' locker room, so you probably just missed her. She must have run because she didn't want us to haul her back to the dorm. Well, we should look somewhere else. Alright. Alright, looks like the field is next up. Wild voice. I haven't done this in forever. Onward, mighty steed. Full speed ahead. Get down this instant. That voice couldn't mean anything but trouble. Oh, we finally get to go in. Oh. Oh, hey everybody. Are you still chasing me? What in the world are you up to? It's been so long since we went horse riding in Nord. I thought I'd give it another shot. This is so fun. It's totally different than flying around on Lammy. Would someone please escort her far, far away from the stables? Why do you have to be so stubborn, Eustace? You must get that from your dad. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. How would you know what my father's personality is like to begin with? Wow, Milliam even managed to throw Eustace for a loop there. What's with this girl? Who cares? I'm on the horse now. Time to ride. To the highway. Hi-ho, horsey, away! Get your hands off the reins at... Uh-oh. Let's go. Poor Eustace. Milliam, wait! So began Milliam's horseback adventures. She took off without the slightest concern for the worried souls she left behind. After riding around with the increasingly irritated Eustace for what seemed like an eternity, she finally came to a stop. Oh, you little... That was the best. We should totally do it again sometime. Are you okay? I'm fine. That girl doesn't have a lick of sense. She's got plenty of energy to spare, doesn't she? Hopefully she'll slow down by the time we catch up to her. Time to start looking again. Okay. Yep. Looks like she's in the courtyard. There are new students in class 7. I smell new material. You might get to hear all about it on the next Abend time. Abend. A transfer student from class 7? Can't say I've seen anyone like that. Or rather, I was too busy talking to Vivi to notice anyone. I wish I could have helped you out, Gaius. Don't worry about it. We'll get back to searching. Sorry, but I haven't seen anyone like that around. Mainly because I've been plotting another prank to pull on my dear sister. Alright, so this was the front of the main building. Not the front. The back of the building. I don't see Milliam down here. Yep, how did I know?
Wowee! There's so much cool stuff here!
I'm thinking Milliam's not mature enough to be at this school yet. Just saying.
So this is Thor's military academy, huh? I think I'm gonna like it here. Ooh, I wonder what the view from the rooftop's like.
You're on the rooftop.
Huh?
Oh no. Here we go again. I should have guessed you'd be here. Hiya, guys. Did you come looking for me again? Don't give me that hiya, guys. Reen's right, you know. We've walked the length and breadth of the grounds looking for you. How about it? Will you come back to the dormitory with us now? Sure thing. After the chase you led us on, you're just giving up that easily? Well, I've seen enough for one day. Tomorrow's a free day, so that's when I can really start exploring. At least she's the type to plan ahead. Sigh, she's sure a lively girl. Yeah, let's put it like that. Alright, let's get her back to the dorm before she changes her mind. Sounds good to me. And here we go. Wowzers, that was so much fun. This town's got a nice feel to it, too. I think I'm gonna like it here. Ooh, I wonder where I should go tomorrow. Well, I'm glad someone's having fun. Though maybe you could spare a thought for the people who've been running all over the school grounds looking for you. Agreed. Oh yeah. We should exchange Arcus numbers, Milliam. We need to be able to reach you quickly if there's ever an emergency. Sure thing. My number is... Exchange numbers with Milliam. Tell everyone else when you get back to the dorms, okay? Of course. Yay! Oh yeah, I should try calling Lecter and Claire later. I'll bet they'll be surprised. She really does seem like a typical 13-year-old girl for the most part. It's a pretty effective cover, though. Come to think of it, what happened to that big old doll of yours? You mean Lammy? He's right here. What? Come on out. Yeah. Milliam, don't call him out here or you'll cause a panic. Whoa, what's that? It's like a huge silver doll. This is so cool. Is it yours? Awesome. He sure is, isn't he? Milliam. Looks like we got our work cut out for us, taking care of Milliam. If she's going to be living at the academy, I need to find some way to drill some common sense into her. Eventually, we were able to pull the kids away and convince them to go back to their homes. And after forcing Milliam to hide Erigetlem again, we made the trek back to the dormitory, sighing all the way.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Just been making myself at home here.
Crow?
Well, yeah, he's part of your group. He should live in your dorms now.
What brings you to our dormitory?
Well, I am a member of Class 7 now, so I've been given the go-ahead to move into this dorm now.
What? Well, that was quick.
But man, Sharon sure makes some amazing coffee. If I'd had a cup of that, I would have been banging down the door to join Class 7 months ago.
You flatter me, Master Crow. Would you like me to bring some of the cakes I baked earlier as well?
Do you even need to ask? Anyway, sorry it kind of came out of nowhere, but it's good to be here.
Looks like he's already made himself at home.
So you're gonna be living here too, huh?
Yep, us newcomers have to stick together, right? I just finished hauling all my stuff over from my old dorm. Looks like I ended up in the room right across from yours, Reen.
Of course he did.
I see. I can already see things getting a lot more lively around here.
Ooh, man, moving all those things really tired me out. I was hoping I could just stow all my junk in my old room, but Toa wouldn't let me.
I doubt that comes as any real surprise.
He must be pretty exhausted. Well, I suppose now's as good a time as any to officially welcome you to the Class 7 dormitory.
Oh, I love Crow. Right now, Milliam is being a typical child. So I'm holding my opinion on Milliam right now.
The pleasure's mine. And seriously, you don't have to make a big deal out of it. Come on, loosen up a little. We're classmates now. Just treat me like one of the gang and we're golden.
You sure about that? Alright, one of the gang it is. Feels weird to think of you that way after all this time, though.
I don't think there's any harm in a warm welcome, at least. We're happy to have you here.
Haha, stop. You're making me blush. But you know what they say, there's no place like Chrome.
I know, exactly. Yes. She is acting exactly like what she is. But, I like Crow because he's the one who was like patty cakes and catastrophe and all of that. Like, that just cracks me up. every time I think about it. So I do like his humor. He's pretty funny. So we'll see. Like I said, I know she was pretty decent when I fought with her the one or two times I got to fight with her at the quarry, I think it was. But we'll see.
Oh, and if you guys don't mind, I want to get in on the action when you explore the old schoolhouse tomorrow.
Of course you do.
Gotta get back in the groove with my Arcus again, after all.
Huh? A schoolhouse? Who'd want to go to school on their day off?
Well, we've got this special schoolhouse here.
Reen explained the labyrinth beneath the old schoolhouse to Milliam.
Whoa, really? That sounds kind of cool. I want to come too.
Of course you do.
How did I know you were going to say that? Didn't I just get done telling you how dangerous it is?
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. As long as I've got Lammy, it'll be easy peasy. And if you didn't take me with you, I'd just break down the door and come after you.
I wouldn't be surprised if she really did it either.
All right. Have it your way. I'll be sure to let you and Crow know when I'm planning on heading into the old schoolhouse tomorrow. But don't just go wandering in there on your own without us, all right?
Yes, sir! Oh, I can't wait to see what it's like down there! So exciting! I might not even be able to sleep tonight!
It's a labyrinth full of monsters here, not a theme park.
Looks like I better give my pistols a little TLC tonight.
Link level up? Oh, hey, it's Nightheart. And that concludes my overview of the next field study schedule. How are things coming along on your end, Instructor Valestein? Well, I've contacted all of the relevant authorities, and I've also considered the group placement of our 2 transfer students. Excellent. Then let me ask you once more. Are you both certain that you're in favor of going forward with this? I do feel like it may be a bit early for them, but I see no reason not to. As students here, they're going to have to face it sooner or later. I'm in full support. Furthermore, I've already secured the Lieutenant General's permission to proceed. Very well then, we'll continue as planned. This may be a difficult reality for the students of Class 7 to face, but I can only hope that grappling with it now will help guide them down the right path. Sneaky, these guys. Sneaky. Alright, Chapter 5, Signs and Omens. Mitch, how many chapters are in this, by the way, out of curiosity? Do you know? You should know. You've played it, right? So... hang out in the dormitory. Stay in your room. Hang out in the dormitory. Alright, so... and go across the hall, and this is now Crow's room. Yo! Shouldn't take long for you to pay me a visit. Who would have thought we'd end up right across the hall from each other? Guess you're just fated to be a part of my life, huh? Haha, so you say. Still, it feels strange, knowing you'll be living here from now on. It all happened so suddenly that it hasn't really sunk in yet. It's okay. You don't have to hold back your joy at getting to live with a cool second year all the time. Oh, okay. I was just curious. You have the cool second year all the time. Yeah, I guess you did help me out in a big way last month down in the old schoolhouse. Though I couldn't help but notice you've got quite a collection of games here. Sure do. I brought them all over from my old dorm room. I'm not exactly smelling like a rose as far as credits go, but you've got to give yourself a break now and then, right? Wise words, though in your case, I get the impression you're never all that busy to begin with. Anyway, we're classmates and dorm buds now, so be sure to keep it casual between us. I'm sure you'll get used to it soon enough. I'll try at least. Alright. So everybody's in their rooms, so let's just go say hi to everybody. See what's what. The very fate of the chess club rides on tomorrow's match. I'll have to use every spare minute between now and then to sharpen my skills. Wow, you're really fired up about this. Good luck, Machias. Thanks. Guys. The dorm's bound to become a lot more lively now that Crow and Milliam are living with us. I can't help but wonder what sort of wind those two will blow into our class. I suppose only the goddess herself knows. Let's just hope it's a good one. Okay. And Eustace? Huh. Hey there, Eustace. What's that you're reading? Oh, it's just you. Don't surprise me like that. Sorry about that. Is that a letter from your brother? Not quite. It's nothing terribly important. It dawns on me now that tomorrow will be our first free day since Crow and Milliam joined the class. You'll have to watch Milliam like a hawk to ensure she doesn't stir up any trouble. Wait, why is that my responsibility? Reen, not an easy errand boy, he's the babysitter. Tomorrow's a big day. We'll be having our performance at the church. Just thinking about it is giving me butterflies in my stomach. Not sure what my schedule is going to be like tomorrow, but I'll definitely come see you if I have time. Thanks, it'd be great to have you there cheering me on. I'm helping fill in for High Bells, so he's counting on me too. Okay. No one's in the lounge, so this should be Milliam's room. Wow. She's got a lot of plushies. Lots and... I don't even... snacks, maybe? Oh, she's got a penguin! Look, she got an adorable little penguin. And lots of little floofy guys. I can't... Oh, palms. That's what they're called. Palms. And... not sure what that's supposed to be. I just find it interesting seeing what they have all around their rooms. Oh, there's her bracelets and things she uses. That's what I was like, we usually see her in her other outfit with her bracelets on her wrist. Hey, Reen, what's up? I got my room all nice and tidy now. Well, this is pretty cute now that it's all fixed up. You've even got dolls in here and everything. I know, right? I just wish I was allowed to bring Lammy out in the dorm. He'd really tie the place together. Yeah, that probably isn't a good idea. It's a pretty old building, and you'd get in big trouble if you ended up smashing your room's walls. Or the floor. I guess. What a bummer. Oh well. I'll just take him to the park when I want to play with him. It's not like he's a dog or something. Alright, and then we had Sarah's room. And Sarah is not in Sarah's room. And like I said, no one's in the lounge. Let's check out over here. Fee. I wonder which ones I should wear tomorrow. I guess the Stragos will do easy to move around in. Isn't Strega a classic shoe brand? I never knew you were so discerning about your shoes. I guess. Sit. But what color? Alright. Interesting. And No one is here. This is Emma's room? Yeah, I think this is Emma's room. Yeah, because this is Laura. It may be incredibly hot, but on the bright side, the swimming club is that much more of a refreshing experience, especially now that Monica has been improving her times by leaps and bounds. I should learn from her example and keep improving myself every day. In the heat of summer, no club has quite the appeal of the swimming club. Alright. This is Elisa. I've got lacrosse practice tomorrow, but this isn't not one I'm looking forward to. All because Ferris refuses to stop pestering me about competing with her. I wish she'd just stop. Alright, let's go to the first floor. Oh, here's Emma and Celine. What's Celine doing here? She seems to have made her way in. Did something happen, Celine? Ew. Maybe she's hungry? No, she's angry. Hi again, Steve. Thank you for the heart. No, it doesn't look that way. If only we could understand her. Yes, wouldn't that be nice? That's it. I'm sorry, Celine, but it's already getting late. You can come visit us again tomorrow. Yeah. I wonder if I can... I've tried giving her milk before. I don't know if I have any left after. Oh, I do. Nope, it doesn't let me use it. I'm thinking it might have to be in a specific time and place. Yeah, I thought for sure it was going to end up being Fee, the way she was bouncing around and jumping around like a cat. Lady Sarah will be returning home late today. She made mention of an important discussion with the principal. With the principal? I wonder what that entails. A small number of possibilities come to mind. However, I believe they are most likely discussing what highly difficult task to assign you next. I really hope not. Okay. And I don't think I can go outside. Yeah. So I've talked to everybody that I can talk to, that I have found in the entire building, so I guess that means... Oop, I always do that every time. Should I call it a day? Yes. And it's a nice, sunny, pretty day in Trista for our free day, which means Maureen will be running around like crazy doing tasks or babysitting Milliam or something. And here he is at the mailbox. And he got the student council tasks. Old Schoolhouse Mystery 5 is required. Does anyone in Class 7 actually read these? I wonder if I wrote whatever I wanted here, would they investigate the old schoolhouse regardless? Perhaps I should use this opportunity to tell a joke. I know just the one. Two men walk into a bar, instructors Neihart and Thomas. Perhaps, and one says to the other, "Oh, blast it, I'm out of room." Principal Van Dyke. Side-by-side car required. We're adding a new feature to the bike, and we want you to give it a test run. Come see us in the engineering building when you're ready to ride. George and Angelica. And Thor's 7 Mysteries is not required. Oh, Beryl. Lately, the other girls have been going on about the 7 mysteries of the Academy. I desire this grim knowledge. If you do too, visit the Occult Research Society Clubroom in the Student Union building. Looks like there's quite a few today. Toa seemed pretty swamped when I saw her too. Not sure what it is that's keeping her so busy, but I want to do what I can to lighten the burden. And then there's the old schoolhouse too. I'll have to free up some time for that. Visions of the last time. I guess we'll just have to see what we turn up this month. I promised to tell Crow and Milliam when I was going, so I'll have to give him a call when I'm ready to head in. Oh, are you leaving early today? Yeah, I was just about to head out. Do take care then. The sky's looking a little ominous today, so I'd suggest taking an umbrella. Well, they just showed us outside and it was gorgeous. You sure? Seems like another boiling summer day to me. Perhaps it is right now, but I have a hunch it won't last the day. Either way, I pray you'll have another fruitful day. Thanks, Sharon. I'll see you later. Obtain special ops uniform and faceplate. Why is it not in here? I'm not sure why it said it gave them to me, but then I can't put them on. Okay, quick save. And I want to look at the building. Oop. Who's in here? Oh, of course she came in here. Class 7 Storm is sure to become rather lively now that those two have moved in. Wouldn't you agree? And when things are lively, I feel extra motivated. We all feel the same way too. Today's our first free day since they joined the class too, so they should prove helpful while we're exploring. Please take care. I'll be here praying for a fruitful investigation. Okay. I don't know why I always check this room, because I feel like one day something's gonna just poof and pop up in there. I just want to make sure everybody's away and... out and about. Crow's probably asleep. Oh, he's actually out. Oh gosh, I just noticed he has a picture of a bikini girl. Why does that not surprise me? Alright, so everybody in the guys' rooms are out and about. Let's check out. Oh, Milliam's here. Hey, Reen. What's with that getup? It's our free day, so I got all dressed up to go shopping. You probably shouldn't be seen in public dressed like that. Why don't you just wear your uniform? Boo, that's no fun. Trust me, fun isn't the issue here. I'm kind of worried about leaving her on her own. Spend time with Milliam? Yes. Mind if I tag along? Fine by me. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Only after you've changed into some other clothes. I'm regretting letting you come with me already. And so Reen joined Milliam on her exciting shopping adventure. Les boutiques Sage. Huh. I didn't think you'd head straight for the boutique. Are you looking for new clothes? Well, yeah. I don't really have any normal clothes. I hope they've got some cute stuff. I guess she's got a girly side after all. Sure, let's go take a look at what they've got. Oh, hey, look. This is nice. Most of the stuff here doesn't seem like it'd fit you. I'm pretty sure there's a kids section over there you could check out, though. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna be huge soon enough. I've got a bright future ahead of me. I admire your optimism, at least. How about this? Cute? I guess. You might want to look for stuff that matches how energetic you are, though. Oh, Lammy could totally wear this. She asks me a question, then proceeds to ignore me. Hey, I want to try this on. Try what on? Milliam showed Reen a see-through camisole. Oh, no. No. Definitely not. No, you're way too young to wear something like that. Huh. What was up with that reaction? I don't even want to know what I just ran through your mind, do I? I'm older than you, so how am I the one getting bullied here? Reen and Milliam browsed through the store's wares, buying everything she liked. After that, they returned to the dorm. Thanks for coming with me, Reen. It was pretty fun having you help. Nice to hear. We definitely bought too much stuff, though. You probably don't even need half of this. It's all good. Claire gave me tons of money to spend. What, is it too heavy for you? Want me to bring out Lammy to help? No, I'm fine. Phew, we're going to need to teach this girl some common sense. Your bond with Milliam strengthened. Yay! Alright, so we checked Milliam's room. Sarah is still not in here. No one's in the lounge. Elisa's gone. V's gone. Emma's gone. And Laura's gone. Alright. Just want to make sure I didn't need to talk to somebody or anything like that it was missing. Alright, let's go outside. And so we've got Eustace at the general store. Get stuck on the wall. Did I walk? Oh. it shows him at the general store. I mean, this is the general store. Oh no, I went into the boutique by accident. I was like, he's not in here. Hope if you went into the right room. Hey, Eustace, I don't see you around here too often. Well, I have some things I need to purchase. Oh, stuff for the riding club? Well, not exactly. Anyway, don't mind me. It's nothing of particular importance. Well, he's definitely got something on his mind. Do I want to spend a bonding point with Eustace? Sure. Well, I'm here, and I've got some time to spare. Why not tell me what's up? I might be able to help you out. You really do enjoy sticking your nose into other people's business, don't you? Yes, yes, he does. Da, 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 da. So your uncle in Berea sent you a letter then? He ran that one restaurant, right? Correct. It seems that he caught wind of the fact that we were involved in the terrorist attack during the summer festival, which caused him to get worried and send you a letter. Huh, just goes to show how much he really cares about you, huh? There is no reason for him to be concerned over something so minor, especially as we've rarely contacted each other up till now. Don't even try to hide it. You're happy about this. I can tell. Quiet. Move to the point. I feel some remorse for causing him enough concern to feel the need to write. And so, as much of a pain as it will be, I feel as though it would be best to include a token of thanks along with my reply. Which explains why you're here. Found anything you'd think you'd like yet? Not quite. I rarely come to stores like this in the first place, so I don't even know where to start. What are you laughing at? Oh, sorry. I was just relieved is all. It's nice knowing that Rufus isn't the only person you're willing to let into your life. Always looking for an opportunity to spout nonsense, aren't you? Putting your personal failings aside for the moment, now that I've told you, you need to help me find something for him. I was counting on it. The two of them proceeded to browse the store for something appropriate. After some searching, they found a rare brand of tea that Reen used to drink back home, and decided to buy that. Apologies for taking up your time. Don't worry about it. I'm sure your uncle will be happy about this. One can only hope. Your bond with Eustace strengthened. Oh, we're almost to level 4. Okay. So we are now down here. And we've got Gaius actually in the cafe. There you are. Ah, smells fantastic. What's that you're drinking? Wait, this smells kind of familiar. It's brewed with herbs from Nord. The same kind you drank when we were there on our field study, actually. Fred managed to get his hands on some. He even treated me to a cup since he knew I'm from there. Really? That was nice of him. Should I join him? Yes. I'd like to try some if I may. Let's ask Fred for some then. Ah, this smells really soothing. Okay, Steve. See you when you come back. It reminds me of the tea I always used to drink back home. Now I want to see Toma and everyone else again. Kind of reminds me of the delicious food we had there, too. Now I'm getting hungry. Well, I think I know the solution for that. I've got a job for you. Huh? Oh, what kind of job? I've been thinking up some new stuff for our menu, so I figured I'd try my hand at a classic from Nord, but it's not going too hot. This is where you come in. Tea's on the house if you help me out. Oh, I see now. Guys should be the man to ask for that stuff. Happy to help, especially if you're promising me more tea. I'll see your tea and raise you taste test privileges on everything I make. Now, come on over here. You've got all the ingredients ready, I see. I think pheasant wraps would be a good place to start. Oh man, now we're talking. Trust Gaius to make it look easy. I made my fair share of dinners back in Nord. Mind if I use your stove? Dun, 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 chopping and cutting and cooking and all the noises. In what seemed like no time, the pheasant wraps were ready. Reen and Fred then proceeded to dig in. Munch. Whoa, these are great. But maybe I should have expected that from someone who grew up making them. What do you think, Reen? They're definitely not bad. But they're lacking a little something compared to the ones we had in Nord. You serious? I figured as much. But I might know the reason why. Would it be okay for me to make another batch, Fred? I'll keep eating them if you keep making them. Gaius got right back to cooking again. Wow, this is a long one. After this, the second round of tasting began. Munch. Whoa, I don't know what you did, but this tastes way better than before. Yeah, now this lives up to what we ate up there. What'd you do differently, though? Seems like I wasn't thorough enough when I prepared the herbs. Mostly because it's been so long since I tried making any of my home cooking. But your criticism reminded me of just what I was missing. Great. Not only does my cooking get better, yours does too. Thanks a lot, both of you. This new menu's gonna knock 'em dead. Can't wait to try it. I'm surprised you noticed the difference, though. It's kind of nice to know our food left such a lasting impression on you. When I eat something delicious, I tend to remember it. I have to admit, though, it kind of makes me miss Nord. You're telling me. Hopefully I'll have the chance to bring all of you back there someday. I'll have to ask my mother to teach me some more of her recipes, too. Given any thought to becoming our class's official cook? Just a thought. Your bond with Gaius strengthened. Almost to level 4 as well. Okay. I wonder. I wondered if we'd get a recipe for it. Apparently not. Alright. Let's do some fishing with our new fishing rod. And
Wow, this is a big one.
got a trout. White beast fish. Fish. So we get 5 times total. 5 fish total. Okay.
Now that's a catch.
Rainbow trout. Nice. Ooh, lots of sepith. Excellent. Okay.
Not bad.
Swordtail. Water sepith. Nice. Okay, 2 more fish. Yay!
Caught one.
An ore carp. Wind sepith. Alright,
Not bad.
a Kasayan. And we got Mirage Sabbath. Alright, that's the ones that we can do here. So now we can go across the sidewalk. And I decided to come to the concert since Bridget was going to be performing in it. No reason to hang around the club if I can't focus on what I'm doing, right? Right, let's take a peek. Hey, I almost forgot about that performance thing today. Can't miss out on a chance to spend time with Rosine. I gotta get some good seats for us. Trying to make sure no one was in these rooms that I might need to talk to. Nope. But we've got the sister, Ornella. Welcome. Thor's Military Academy's Wind Orchestra is about to begin their performance. Please take a seat. The performance will begin momentarily. This event, organized and carried out by students from Thor's, can be considered one of just its customary events. Please refrain from making too much noise. Oh my goodness. Alright, so here's Mary? That is Mary. I must admit that I'm rather nervous now that the day itself has come. Even so, I do not doubt for an instant that they will give us a splendid performance. They've practiced so hard, all they can do now is trust in Idios and believe in themselves. And we have a bunch of kids. Annie won't stop blathering on about wanting to see this performance. I don't exactly have a busy schedule though, so it's not much of an issue. It's been a while since I was last here, actually. Maybe I'll take the time to ask Idios to help my parents make up. That might be. Here's Elliot. Oh, Reen, you made it. Hey, Elliot, you're looking kind of nervous. Is it that easy to tell? There are quite a few people here, so I can't really help it. Especially since I'm the lead violinist now because of Highbell's accident. I can totally understand why you're nervous then. Good luck. Thanks. He'd probably be glad if I stayed. Yes. There's still some time left before you're on, right? Let's chat a little before then. It might help calm your nerves. Thanks, Reen. I'd really appreciate it. Elliot started tuning his violin before the performance began. That should do it. All that's left now is to wait until it starts. Not long now. You're looking pretty confident, though. Well, I mean, I can tell you're nervous, but you look focused. Like you've just had a big distraction taken off your mind. You're probably right. And I think that's thanks to last month's field study. Now that you mention it, a lot of good things happened to me while we were back in Heimdall. I got to meet my friends who ended up attending the music academy, and I got to talk to you all about everything. I finally have the confidence I needed to stop running from my love of music. But I never would have gained that confidence if it weren't for all of you. You really are tough, aren't you? Good luck out there, Elliot. I'll be cheering you on with the rest of the audience. Just you wait. You're gonna put on the kind of show you'll tell your grandkids about. And so began the Wind Orchestra's performance. Elliot and the rest of the Wind Orchestra played passionately, pouring all they had into every note. I can't talk. That passion captured the hearts of all who were present, and their performance was deemed a resounding success. Your bond with Elliot strengthened. Ooh, Link level 4. Woohoo. Alright, so I'm gonna head out of here because I've talked to. Except, what are you? Oh, there's just people here. I wonder what Crow's doing up there. Alright, we already talked to Milliam. Is this the one I wanted to talk to? Lady Ferris was in rare form this morning. It takes a special kind of lady to both wear all of her clothes inside out and trip over nothing. What an honor it is to serve such interesting and endearing masters. I knew it. She finds this all hilarious. Master Vincent has returned home for the summer. Lady Ferris, however, has opted to remain at the academy as I have in order to attend her. It's both an honor and a privilege to be able to serve masters as interesting and endearing as the young Floralds. Alright, so that's not her. You knew she was the one that was outside? Ah, it was her. Most of the upper class students have returned home for the summer, as per tradition. I'd imagine they're all gadding about in their villas as we speak. Gadding about. I must admit that it's somewhat lonely without Master Patrick and Celestin here. However, alright, offer unique dishes. Warm egg soup. Wow, I had no idea such delicious looking food existed. Thank you very much. This should be a great help. Ah! Unique dishes. Handed over the white cookie. What? If it existed, thank you. I better get something out of this if she's actually taking it. I'm not going to read all these because she says the same thing to each one. Okay. Oh, tear balm. Okay, so it would seem that the more recipes I bring her, the better. And then we come down this side. I don't think I've ever come over here, actually. No, I had a reason to. Alright, Crow. Oh, what are you doing here, Crow? Yo, Reen. I left something here yesterday, so I just came to pick it up. Though, man, I always forget how much of a pain moving is until I have to do it again. This is why I wanted to use my old room and just store stuff in it. I wouldn't push your luck with that. President Toh is super duper busy these days. She usually flies through all her work with no problem, but not this time. How much stuff does she have to do? Okay, I'm assuming it won't let me. Yeah. Alright. And when I look at this, it still shows an exclamation point. I guess it's because I finished with my points for the day, I'm guessing. Alright, so I need to oh, okay, so I need to go up to the school. Everything I need to do is up at the school. Yep, because I've already talked to everybody down there. Since I'm right here. Alright. Go talk to Beryl first. Although on the way, sounds like there might be rain this evening. At least that's what the radio said. They're not always right, but I should put an umbrella aside for myself, just in case. I don't want to get home soaked. Alright, at least we got the newspaper. Let's leave and go find Beryl. And Machias is in the chest room, I'm sure. Welcome to the Occult Research Society. What kind of fortune would you like me to tell for you today, Reen of Class 7? Health? Romance? I can even give life advice if that is what you wish. Sorry, I'm not actually here to get my fortune told. Mhm. Don't worry. I'm well aware of that. You were sent by the student council, weren't you? You could have at least played along a little, though. You're not much fun. I'm kind of fun. Beryl's a strange one, alright. She's got quite the reputation amongst the girls as an uncannily accurate fortune teller, though. Huh. If there's something you'd like to ask of me, is there not? Answers are merely a question away. Do you wish to know what kinds of rituals and curses are my favorites, perhaps? That's probably the kind of thing I'm better off not knowing, thanks. Wait, she didn't just read my mind, did she? Nah, she couldn't have. So, I assume you've been informed about what I want you to do? Yeah, you want me to look into the Academy's 7 mysteries, right? Precisely. The sooner you can start investigating, the better. Are you ready to begin? And we accept the request. I know a lot of schools across the country have mysteries like these, but I didn't know that Thor's had a set all its own. Well, I'm glad I could give you the good news. They've become a hot topic amongst some of the girls recently. I wouldn't have guessed that. But you said you wanted me to look into the 7 mysteries. Does that mean you don't know what all of them are and want me to find out what you don't know about? No, I know the basics of each mystery already. What I'd like to ask you to do is to investigate how credible each one is. I see. Is that something I'll really be able to investigate, though? I mean, if they're supernatural, you can just think of that as part of your investigation. If you can't come to any conclusions, so be it. Either way, to be more specific, I'd like you to talk to the people most likely to know something about each mystery. I could do it myself, but I'm not exactly what you would call a people person. Right, okay. I think I get what you want me to do now. Can you give me a head start by telling me what you know about each of the 7 mysteries, though? I think I told you everything at once. It might be so much horror to take in that it would stop your heart. So ask me about them one by one, and I'll tell you what I want. I'll tell you what I know about each. That sounds like a good way to do it. Alright, leave the investigation to me. Thank you. I look forward to hearing what you discover. First mystery. The Crying Sculpture. The sculpture in question rests in the art room. It's used as a reference for sketches. However, if you dare draw near, you can see tear tracks running down its face. Whoa. What's more, the tears return after wiping them away. Rumor has it that the tears originate from a human head contained within. I highly doubt that. Okay, I was on board up until then. That's a little too extreme to believe. You think so too? Even so, these sorts of stories always contain some kernel of truth. Perhaps speaking to the head of the art club will allow you to find it. The second mystery is that of the haunted piano. Late one night, a student walking by the music room heard someone playing the piano. Drawn by the sound, she took a peek into the room, only to find it empty. Ooh. Well, the name certainly fits. They claim it's the music-loving ghost playing the piano in there. A ghost who likes music? That's all? Seems a bit lazy to me. Agreed. At least give the ghost some elaborate tragic backstory to explain its connection to the piano. Regardless, perhaps you could learn more from the head of the wind orchestra. I believe his name was Hybel. Thirdly, we have the mystery of the Forbidden Tome. Now this one is interesting. Apparently the Academy's library houses a book containing one of the world's greatest secrets. Okay. The book is passed down from one library head to the next, all of whom are tasked with keeping it safe from prying eyes. You weren't kidding, this one is pretty interesting. It pleases me to know that I have a partner in fascination. Just imagine if it were something about the fall of the ancient Zemurian civilization. How romantic. The person currently in charge of the library is Instructor Thomas. He's likely the only person who knows for sure. The fourth mystery tells of the hidden graves. This legend dates back 250 years. It's said that many who died in the War of the Lions lie buried beneath this academy. More specifically, their bodies are buried directly below what is now the field. Whoa, is there more to this story? Oh, there most certainly is. They say that on some cursed nights, the corpses of the buried rise from their graves to bathe in the moonlight. And when they do, their long hidden graves surface from the field, overturning it and leaving holes. Well, that explains why this mystery is called the Hidden Graves, at least. But honestly, I was expecting the mystery to be a little creepier. You must be getting used to these macabre mysteries. Good. Wait, what do you mean by good? Regardless, the best people to ask about the field would be the members of the riding club. I believe the club's captain, Lambert, is home for the summer. Perhaps you should ask Paula instead. That was what, the fourth? The sports club grudge is the topic of the fifth mystery. Given how hard the sports clubs train, it's not uncommon to hear screaming coming from their general direction. But some say the screams can be heard coming from something else, dwelling in the gymnasium. And rumors say those screams are a grudge of sorts, a manifestation of all the stresses sports club members face. This one seems a bit backwards to me. Working up a sweat should wash away your stresses, not make a monster out of them. Only a select few would share that sentiment. Such ignorance of others' feelings might just lead you to an unfortunate end. Right. But no matter. It may be wise to ask the captain of the fencing club for further details on this mystery. I think his name is Friedel. Sixth mystery surrounds the Crimson Devil of Lake Hell. Have you paid much mind to the pond beside the gymnasium? I've been by it a few times. Some say that it has a direct connection to hell itself. More amazingly, they say a resident of hell, the Crimson Devil, shows up at the pond from time to time. Okay. Well, that's certainly something. Any word on what it looks like? Sadly, the only descriptor I've heard is that it has 2 massive claws. It might be best to ask someone who fishes there often if you know more about this mystery or wish to know more. Do you know Kenneth? He's the first year in the Imperial Fishing Club. Yes, I do. He's a noble, though he acts as though he's not. Nevertheless, he is the club's head. Perhaps he knows something. And last but not least, the 7th and final mystery is that of the poltergeist in the upper class dormitory. Ooh. To be frank, I have very little information about this one. But it seems as though furniture, cutlery, and the like are often found broken in the upper class dormitory. And people are saying a poltergeist is responsible? So it seems. Considering the mess it seems to be making, I can only imagine that the dormitory's maids would know something. Perhaps you should ask them for information. That was the last one, right? Yep. Okay. Now I want to see something. Alright. I just want to make sure that they were all first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh were on here. Alright. So... Oh. Alright. We'll go to them after we do this one. Alright. So... Oh. Kenneth is probably over by the pond. Yeah, he's gonna stay gone fishing. And where? There's Machias. Our match at the Upper Class Chess Club is starting soon. We've done all we can to prepare. Now we just need to go all out. Alright, have fun with that. I'm gonna run all around all over the place like I usually do. Alright, so... let's head over to the school. Because a lot of the teachers, you know, are at the school usually. And... we'll start... here. Oh! Is he still over at the recital? He might still be at the recital. And we didn't have anything for the home ec room. It was the art room. And I think, yeah. I'm pretty sure this girl's the head of the art club. Excuse me, could I have a minute of your time? No, I'm busy. But my ears work, so I can listen to whatever you have to say. Go ahead, state your business. Okay. She's going to keep working while I talk. That's pretty impressive. I'm actually looking into the Academy's 7 mysteries, one of which is the art room's crying sculpture. You wouldn't happen to know anything about condensation. Sorry? Like I said, it's condensation. You have no idea how many people have come in to ask about that. They're not tears, just condensation. Water vapor in the air, if big words scare you. Who in their right mind would actually believe a sculpture could cry? I guess the world will never run out of idiots. I see. Is that it? Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for the information. It was nothing. Alright, so. No worries, Steve. Glad you're back. Alright, so we're gonna... Thank you. So I just want to look at my book. Oop. That one. So I gotta go back to the church, I think, because the door to that is locked. He is probably in the library. So let's go to the library. Posture check. Thank you. Get all straightened up. Luckily, I don't have a kitty to disturb. Okay. So. Now, I'm going to leave here since I can't go in this door. And no one's over there. I'm actually going to look at my map really quick. So the courtyard, the gymnasium, and the field. And I don't want to do those two till later. So let's go to the gymnasium. Alright. Right here. Friedel. Sorry to bother you. Could I ask you a question? Hydrate. Let me grab my coffee. Thank you. No bother at all. Ask away. As it so happens, I'm looking into the 7 mysteries of the Academy. Have you ever heard of the Sports Club Scrudge? Oh, sure. People have been talking about it since I was a first year. Although I don't suppose it will gain much traction next year. Why is that? It's pretty simple, really. Those screams don't come from people, but the door that used to be here? It's been in bad condition for years and used to make these awful screeching noises. So I asked for a replacement at the beginning of the month. Now everything is nice and quiet around here. Well, that explains that. Thanks for the information. You're very welcome. Alright. So there's 2 things. And so we're also looking to maybe talk to Laura. And of course she's down here with Monica yet again. Monica's been making great strides with her swimming lately. She may even reach her goal of swimming 50 hours today. Seeing her push herself like that every day makes me proud to be the one who coached her. I'm glad to hear it. She's been back to her usual self ever since our field study in Heimdall. Is something the matter? Nah, everything's fine. Alright. So let's leave here. And see if we can find the other ones that were on our list. So we have... Oh... Straight across at the courtyard, there should be Emma. There's Emma. Hey Emma, what brings you here? Oh, Reen, you wouldn't happen to have seen Celine anywhere, would you? I've been searching all over for her. Celine? That's your cat, isn't it? Well, I wouldn't exactly call her my cat. She was with me just a little while ago, but then she bolted off like something caught her interest. I haven't seen her around, at least not recently. Well, I probably shouldn't be too worried about it. She's the capricious sort. Not unlike Milliam, I suppose. She must have run off to have a little cat adventure somewhere. I wonder where she ran off. I guess I shouldn't be too worried about it. Okay. So... we talked to those guys. Now we can go to the field. And they said the girl at the riding club. You're Reen from Eustace's class, right? That's right. And you're Paula from class 5, I assume. This might sound weird, but I'm currently looking into these mysteries surrounding the school. Have you heard the rumor they're calling the Hidden Graves? I have. That's the one about the dead rising from their graves on the field, right? Lambert and I found a hole on the field a while back, but the only thing to come out of that was an exam with a bad grade. Seriously? Yep. Seems like someone couldn't deal with getting a score that bad, so they tried to put their test 6 Rige under. They didn't even bury it though, just dug a hole and tossed it in. We filled it up since someone could have tripped. But with a grade like that, you could say the only grave our culprit dug was his own. Yeah, that joke was so bad I can't even force myself to laugh. That aside, thanks for the info. That was a big help. Alright. So we've done those up there. Oh, Fee was on the rooftop, but she doesn't have a thing by her stuff. Alright, so we want to go to Trista. Oh, that's Alan. Instructor Makarov. Alright. So I'm gonna look for one of the areas. I think this is Highbell from the Wind Orchestra. Oh, hey, what's up? I have a quick question for you. I'm trying to investigate the 7 mysteries of the Academy. What have you heard about the haunted piano? Oh, that story. That's the one about a ghost playing the piano in an empty room, isn't it? Oh, so you do know it? What can you tell me about it? So you want to know the truth, huh? As it turns out, the ghost was me all along. Whoa, really? Okay, calm down. I didn't mean that. I'm actually a ghost. The rumor started spreading because someone heard noises in what they thought was an empty room. But I'm pretty sure they just stumbled along while I was tuning the piano. Really? Yeah, it's not exactly rare to end up totally obscured from view when you're tuning certain parts of it. Chances are that whoever heard that at the time just couldn't see me. So basically, I'm your so-called ghost. Huh, that makes sense, right? Sorry though, you were probably hoping for something a bit more exciting. Not at all. You just told me what I needed to hear. Beryl might not be thrilled though. Thanks for your time. Not a problem. Alright. So... let's see. Let's go outside. Alright. I gotta look at my book. So we did the sports. Help if I hit the right button. Why is that not? There we go. Okay, we need to go... Oh, I didn't go to the fencing. I did go to the fencing club. Alright, so we have the sculpture. We have the piano. Oh, we have to go to the library. Library and the lake. Alright. I think he's usually in here. Yep. He's over here. Reen, my boy, what sort of questions does your inquiring mind come up with today? As it happens, I'm looking into something for a fellow student. Do you know anything about a forbidden tome supposedly locked away in this library? A forbidden tome? My, what a fascinating idea. Just imagine if it contained details on the sacraments of the ancient Zemurian civilization. Or perhaps it could be a grimoire written by the Crossbellan alchemists of the Middle Ages. Wouldn't it be thrilling if one really existed? Yeah, sure it would. In other words, it doesn't. But what exactly inspired you to ask about this imaginary tome? Well, I'm investigating the 7 mysteries of the Academy, and one of them has to do with a book full of the world's greatest secrets hidden deep within this library. Ah, so that's what this is all about. This year's story is even more absurd than the one I heard last year, but I do believe I know what you're talking about. You do? The tome the story refers to is in fact a volume of how shall I put this? Gentleman's special interest literature. Seriously? At least the forbidden part is right. Not because it's dangerous or anything, but because it's rather naughty. We tell you boys time after time not to bring those sorts of things into the academy, but somebody always has to try. Well, boys will be boys, I suppose. This little tale started because we gather the contraband before we dispose of it. Well, that's one way to do things. So if you happen to have a prized collection of your own, make sure to leave it under your mattress back home. Unless you want me to find it and share what you're into with Instructor Sarah and the rest of the faculty. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, anyway, there's nothing especially unusual or mysterious about this library, I'm afraid. You've made that abundantly clear. Thank you for your time, Instructor. Alright, while I'm here, I just want to look. Recommended reading corner. Yeah, I've read those, I believe. Generational conflicts. Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. Oh, why look? I can't believe your class was granted an audience with His Majesty. I thought that was just a rumor. Perhaps I underestimate all of you. Those shooting transfer students of yours seem like odd ducks, though. I find it hard to tell whether your class is made up of student prodigies or simple-minded weirdos. Well, thanks. You're such a nice guy. Now, I'm just coming up here real quick because sometimes I've seen the cat in here. And I just want to look around because Emma said she lost her... She lost her cat. Alright. Not appearing to be around, so that's fine. Alright, so now... we can go... Now we're gonna come over here. Oh my, and mercy me, did you clone yourself, Vivi? How wonderful. Now we can work twice as efficiently. Fake Vivi can tend that flower bed over there, and real Vivi can be in charge of getting the equipment ready. Oh, she's good. Okay. There's Kenneth. Hey, Irene, still fishing the good fish? I don't think that's how the saying goes, but I guess you could say that. There's actually something I was hoping to ask you about. Does the Crimson Devil of Lake Hell ring any bells? That's one of the Academy's 7 big mysteries, right? It's the only one I know, at least. But seriously, though, did anyone really believe this place was connected to Hell? Probably not. Any idea what the Crimson Devil part's all about, though? That's probably just a crayfish. You see them around here every so often. That must be it. What's a crayfish? Yeah, red things. Look, kind of look like crabs. They even had 2 big claws, just like that devil's supposed to. I wouldn't be surprised if a crayfish inspired the whole thing. Yeah, especially when you put it like that. Thanks, Kenneth. Alright, and while I'm here, we can fish. And then talk to Kenneth and redeem fish stuff. Which sounds really weird, but you get the idea. Okay.
Now that's a catch.
Arowana. Sepith Mass. Yay! I always take Sepith Mass. Okay.
Now
And we
that's
get
a catch.
5 times. Another arowana with more Sepith mass. Yay! 3 more fish. Now we can go carry on with our task. Crayfish! That's what he just told you about. Fire Sepith. Okay. I get a crab.
Caught one.
Great crab. Chitinous shell. One more. And then I think I can check my list because I think we've got all of the things now. Alright, that was the last one.
Caught one.
We got a carp. And we got one Sepith. Alright, so let's talk to Kenneth. Trade points, trade. Do you have 84? Oop, 34. Wasn't paying enough attention. Okay. So let's look at our notebook and see, because, you know. Alright, so we did the sculpture, the piano, the book, the graves, the sports club, the Crimson Devil. Oh, we didn't do the poltergeist. Alright, I felt like there was something missing. So I guess I have to get out of this area first, apparently. Help if I went the right direction. Oh, and look, she's right here. I can't think of a better person to ask about the upper class dorm. Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question? Of course not. How can I help you? So I'm investigating the 7 mysteries of the Academy. There's one story about a poltergeist in this dorm, but would you know if there's any truth to that? I do, in fact. Some of the more experienced maids told me all about it. I've even seen it for myself. Really? You've actually seen the poltergeist? Oh, not quite. There's a much simpler explanation behind all the havoc. As the story goes, plates are broken and utensils strewn about the kitchen, correct? But these things happen when girls try their hands at cooking for the first time. The kitchen can get very chaotic. This tends to hit its peak in May when more of them want to practice their cooking classes. But I think a poltergeist makes a far more interesting culprit when people are sharing stories. Ah, that explains it. Thanks for clearing everything up. I'm glad I could be of help. And that's the 7th mystery elucidated. While I elucidate. In the end, none of them turned out as spooky as I'd hoped. But oh, well, I hope Beryl won't be too disappointed. Now let's just run up here since we're already like right there. Let's go find Beryl and tell her the news that none of her mysteries are all that exciting of mysteries. Looks like you finished your investigation. Can you tell me what you've learned? Sure, let me go through them one by one. Reen told Beryl the truth about each one of the 7 mysteries. I see. Condensation, magazines, a test. None of these are supernatural at all. I honestly didn't expect any of them to be real, but the truth is even more pathetic than I thought it'd be. Huh, I agree. Although it's kind of interesting that people were able to make such fantastical stories out of perfectly ordinary things. I suppose that's true. Still, I'd like to thank you for looking into everything for me. Here you go. It's something hexed with one of my favorite curses. And we got Nightmare. Thanks. To tell you the truth, I'm a little surprised none of the mysteries had anything to do with the old schoolhouse. It seems like the perfect setting for a good ghost story. I wonder why it didn't come up. I mean, we already know there are strange monsters in there. What are you talking about? Of course it comes up. In the real 7 mysteries, at least. What? Could you say that again? I couldn't quite make that out. I didn't say a word. Perhaps your investigation has gotten to you. I could have sworn I heard her say something about the real 7 mysteries. Oh well. It's probably a better idea not to get into it. Completed. Alright. So now... So look at my notebook. Chapter 5. Made it in this one. Side by side. Okay, so we need to go to the bike. And I want to talk to George. Good old George. Oh, why look. Well, here you are. Hi, Reen. Thanks for coming. I know, right? Oh, hey, Toa. What brings you here? I needed a little break from work, and so I came along to help George and Angie. We asked her to come and help out with the request we sent you. Oh, so she's working on the bike too? Yep, the request is pretty much the same as last time, but with one key difference. This time we'd like you to ride with Toa at your side. By my side? Don't you mean behind me? Maybe it'd be easier to just show you what we're talking about. They put a sidecar on it, didn't they? I believe it's time for the grand reveal. They did put a sidecar on it. Hey Luna, do me a favor and see if you can redeem that oops for me. See if it works. Whoa. Or wow. Impressive, isn't it? We call this the sidecar. Much like the bike itself, this was a Roar Institute of Technology prototype that George put the finishing touches on. You can probably tell, but the sidecar lets other people ride along with you. Yep. You know what a sidecar is. Though it's much closer to riding in an orbital car than it is like being on a second bike. That's pretty interesting. So you want me to do a test ride while Toa sits in the sidecar? Yep. That means I'm in your care, Reen. Try not to crash or anything. Right, I'll make sure everything goes smoothly and safely. Oh, don't worry about that. George and I have already done the necessary safety tests. The goal of this test is to get a fresh perspective, just like last time. That's right, be sure to give us as much feedback as you can. That goes for you too, Toa. Okay. So do you have time to go for a ride? Sorry, Reen, I'm always keeping you so busy. Oh, don't worry about it. How about you, though? Do you have time? seemed pretty interested yesterday. Thanks for worrying. I'm fine. I got most of the harder work sorted out yesterday, which means I've got time to spare today. As you can see, George and I are ready to go whenever you are. We'll work to your schedule today. Thank you. Well then. Why don't we get started? Great. Let's get everything set up. We're doing this on the nearby highway, aren't we? Yep, the same one Reen tested the bike on last time. And poof, we go to where we're going to test out the motorcycle now with a sidecar. Woohoo. Now if I can remember how to drive it, I forget. So how does it feel to be in the sidecar, Toa? It's exciting, but I'm a little nervous too. Knowing Reen will be driving puts me at ease though. Thanks. Oh, Toa, please don't say things that will make me envious like that. Now I have no choice but to send Reen home and ride with you myself. Sorry to cut you short here, Angie, but I can't let you do that. Remember, we chose these two for a reason. Same test as last time, right? Starting to ride, shifting gears, and coming to a stop. Does the sidecar change things at all? Actually, yes. The main changes are the increase in the weight and a different center of gravity. Those two things will have a huge impact on how the bike operates. I'd recommend you approach this as a whole new experience because it's definitely going to feel like one. I never would have guessed. Okay, what will I have to do? Basically, when the sidecar is attached, you end up veering off towards its direction while you're accelerating. By the same token, when you're slowing down, you'll end up veering off in the opposite direction, which changes things a little for your tests. Starting to move will pull the handlebar to the left, so make sure to turn it slightly right in advance to compensate. Really? That's weird. I don't know where it would be. It doesn't really tell you. I just assumed it would have been in line with everything else. But I don't really know, because what I see on my screen looks different than what you guys see, so it's hard for me to tell without looking at somebody else's. Starting to move, we'll pull the handlebar to the left, so make sure to turn it slightly to the right in advance. Alright, this is going to be... trying to remember. Next up, when you're shifting gears, you need to turn the handlebar slightly to the left when you disengage the clutch. It's like a whole different... it is a whole different set of rules. My advice to you, Toa, is to believe in Reen and focus entirely on enjoying yourself. You think you have a wonderful time if you do. Seconded. That should help motivate Reen too. How so? Well, think about it. I'll be happy knowing you're having fun, and I won't want to make any mistakes and ruin that. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, then here's hoping this will be fun for both of us. That's the hope. Oh boy, I'm never gonna remember all this stuff. Nobody's wearing helmets? Alright, I'm going to start up the engine now. This is all so exciting. Okay, get ready. Angelica said I should turn the handlebar a bit when I start moving, didn't she? Here we go. Nope. That left was on the stopping. That's right. Let me try that again. Here we go. See, you got it perfect this time. Yeah, sorry about that. And off they go. Yeah, should be fun to talk to them when they get back. Alright, so this one They said it was the opposite side, but... So, how is it? Does it feel different from when you rode alone? It definitely does. Angelica was right when she said it would handle completely differently. And that's not the only thing. Oh, what else is there? Nothing. I was thinking of something else. I probably shouldn't tell her that the excitement of riding with her is a bigger hurdle than the sidecar. Okay, I think we're both used to this speed by now. Are you ready to go a bit faster? Sure. Right then, let's switch gears. I thought she said away from the sidecar. I think I have to disengage the clutch and turn the handlebars slightly to the right, just like when we drove off. Sorry, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. How about you? Nothing broken but my pride. I guess I didn't think about how the sidecar would affect things. Apparently, I can't remember for garbage tonight. It just seems tough to manage. You don't have to force yourself to do things so quickly if you're not confident, okay? Just take it one step at a time. Oh, well. Oh, that was embarrassing. Oh boy, now I have to stop this thing. This really does feel nice, doesn't it? The view from here is great, too. It's a much more refreshing experience than I expected it would be. Having you here with me makes it a lot more fun, too. Aw, thanks. Okay then, I guess we're about done. It's almost time for us to turn back, so I'm going to slow down a bit. Okie dokie, sounds like it's time for the final test. The extra weight with the sidecar means I should take a different approach to slowing down. That one I know, you have to brake earlier. It takes longer for it to come to a stop with the extra weight, so I should put the brakes on earlier than usual. Yay! There we go, we stopped in just the right spot. I knew you could do it. Thank you, Reen. I had so much fun, and we still have the journey back to look forward to. I'm glad to hear it. Why don't we take a little break before we go back then? Sounds good to me. It seems like you had some problems. Yeah, they're called my memory. Worse yet, it looks like you failed to keep Toa happy. Uh-huh. I think Reen could tell that I was getting a little scared. But it was still quite the experience. I'm really sorry. I was getting scared myself, and it's entirely my fault. I got caught up in the minutiae of careful riding and ended up making a lot of huge mistakes. Well, riding with someone is totally different than riding alone, so try not to let it get you too down. All things considered, you performed admirably. I appreciate the pep talk. Well then, that finishes up the test. Let's get back to the engineering building. Thank you both for all the great data. Your feedback should come in handy when I'm tuning the thing. Always glad to help. You're planning on entering that data into the computer, right? Would you like me to help you organize all of it? Really? That'd be a big help, but are you sure you have the time? Aren't you busy with your preparations for the trade conference? Wait, Toa's going to the trade conference? Right, I haven't told you yet, have I? Truth is, the Imperial government requested I go along to help out with the major players. As such, I'll be heading to Crossbell for the trade conference as an assistant to the entourage. The entourage attends to the Empire's representative during the meeting, right? And you're assisting them? Yeah, it'll mainly involve helping out with paperwork and scheduling, I'd imagine. I don't think I'll be much help, to be honest, but the government did ask. Toe's received a ton of job offers from all over the country lately. Everyone's just waiting on her to graduate. The trade conference invite is the government's attempt to sweeten the deal. Unbelievable. Does that mean you're planning on moving into government work instead of the military? Oh, I still haven't decided yet. I'm kind of doing this just to broaden my horizons. Thank you, Steve. I'm kind of doing this to broaden my horizons, and apparently all this is because of the trouble in Heimdall last month. The government took a real interest in how quickly and efficiently she evacuated all of the civilians. That explains it. I'd say Class 7 ended up doing a lot more than I ever could have. I even had help from Angie and Crow, too. Even then, it was thanks to your instructions that we were able to split up and handle everything so efficiently. If you did decide to enter the military, I think you'd make a splendid commander. If they had a uniform small enough to fit her, at least. Hey, no teasing allowed. Either way, best of luck. I'm sure we'll be in the middle of another field study by then, but I'll be praying that things go well for you. Thanks, Reen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is starting to look way too much like a sappy 10-mirror novella. Let me just step in right here and keep you two from stumbling into a badly written fantasy. What kind of novellas are you reading? Was it something I said? Now, asking questions will only encourage her. To change the subject before this gets out of hand, thanks for helping us test the bike out again. This is for you. Volcanic rain. Just glad I could help. See you later then, Reen. Good luck investigating the old schoolhouse, too. Au revoir. You'll be the first person we ask if we need any more help. Sidecar quest completed. Oh boy. Hello, Reen Schwartzer of Class 7 speaking. It's Sarah. You knocking out those requests for the student council? Yeah, I've made my way through several of them now, and I'm just getting started on the rest. Nice. I've got something to talk to you about, so come along to the faculty lounge when you can. I'm not going to take it out on your grades if you don't show or anything. It's just a personal thing. Later! I didn't even wait to hear my response. Oh well, I suppose I should go meet her in the faculty lounge when I get a chance. Alright, so let's talk to George. Master Quartz. So I got... Alright, so I was told I need to buy these, and I have a bunch of money. Okay. And we've opened everybody's orbment spots. So I will have to go through all of those. So let's go talk to Sarah. And then the last thing after that will be to do the schoolhouse. I had to think about which direction I was coming from. I don't know why I always do it this way. I know I don't need to do it this way. And the lounge is upstairs. I always get those rooms confused. Maybe it is on the first floor. Dang it. No. I think it's on the first floor, but... No, the classrooms are on the first floor. No, these are classrooms. Just on that side or downstairs? Art room. Computer room. Alright, so let's go downstairs. Conference room. Oh, hello, Nightheart. It's been nearly half a year since you all entered this academy. Am I right to assume that you're all accustomed to it? I'd say so. We had some troubles along the way, but everyone in Class 7 is finally getting along. We have some interesting new additions to the class, though. Instructor Nightheart? I hope you will perform to the full extent of your capabilities during your next field study. That's all. You're dismissed. Hold on a sec. Are they planning something? There are many things you've all yet to learn. Make sure to perform to your highest level. It's more than a little ominous. What could they have in store for us? Alright, and so we have the principal's office. And here's the faculty lounge. And here's Sarah. Ah, there you are. Seems like everything's going smoothly with the student council. For the most part, yeah. Glad to hear it. I'm almost finished with another day's boring paperwork here. Want to skip this joint and head into town? Can you treat me to a couple beers for being such a dedicated teacher? Really? You just asked him to buy you some beer? Yeah, for some reason I see the school frowning on that. You never cease to entertain, Reen. So, Nightheart let it slip that he gave you guys some kind of special training last month? Wait, what are you... Oh, you must mean those swimming lessons. Exactly. I've been pretty pleased at how much all the guys have been improving their times. And then, boom! I found out that's all because I have Nightheart's meddling. I'm still fuming. Do you know how much crow I was eating when he bragged right to my face? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What's the deal with those two? It's like they're locked in some mortal struggle to outdo each other. Well, if that's how he wants to play it, the gloves are coming off. I'm going to hold special girls-only lessons. And you're just the man who's going to help me out. But you just said it was girls only. Oh, but I need you, Reen. I need you to tell me all the juicy details about what Nightheart's been drilling you on. So you're free right now, right? Oh no. Oh no. I almost regret saying it, but I am, and that is truly how I feel. Splendid. Let's tear off our clothes and get into our swimming suits. Go gather up all the girls and tell them to meet me at the gymnasium. Swimming lessons MK2 started. Oh no. I have to swim again, you guys. I suck at the swimming. Back in the pool! Why? Why is this necessary? Is this gonna come in like important in a fight at some point, the swimming? I just want to know. So what sort of training will we be doing here? It hasn't escaped my notice that only us girls are here too. What sort of training indeed? I'm more worried about the wandering gaze of a certain boy in our midst. Well, things happen. Listen up. Instructor Reen here is going to tell us all about the secret training Nightheart decided to give the guys. Did you know he actually held a special workshop just for them? Doesn't it burn you up that none of you were included? Not really. Knowing him, it was probably just needless exertion. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. He seems like the kind of guy who likes boring monologues and macho training sessions and that sort of stuff. Wow. Why don't you tell us how you really feel? Alright, let's start with the so-called man-way method of his. What does that involve exactly? Oh, that actually sounds pretty cool. The general idea behind the man-way method is that people put more effort into things when they can beat other people at them. First up, we'll have Reen and the Mean Machine show us how it's done. Oh, Reen, go ahead and choose who you want to square off with. You know, just Reen is fine. Really. Okay, I'm stuck here anyway. Might as well make the most of it. Complete with Milliam. Because we haven't done that. You know, it's probably the best to ask now, but you haven't taken any swimming lessons here yet, have you? How much do you even know about swimming? Should I start blowing you up some water wings? Oh, I know plenty. If you think you'll zoom past me because I'm small, you've got another thing coming. Oh, don't worry. I'm well aware of how much energy you have to spare. I'm not entirely sure how well she can swim, but if she's that confident, I guess she won't drown at least. How about it then? Care to go first and show me what you got? Sure. Looks like we got our first match. Let's not waste any time getting started then. Ready? And go. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, I suck at this. Press Y or B. I did it on the first try. That's never happened before. I usually have to do it like 3 or 4 times or more. Boo! I would have won if you'd let me use Lammy. Having someone else swim for you kind of defeats the entire point. Can that thing even swim? Don't feel too bad. You did pretty well for yourself out there, Milliam. Anyway, get back over here. We're not done yet. Not even close. Ooh, they wanted some more. So what did Nightheart have you guys do after this? Well, the first part was having us all go head to head like we just did just now. After that, he pushed us to our limits, swimming the length of the pool with just 30 seconds of rest between laps. In terms of distance, I'll bet we ended up swimming well over 5,000 arja. That's crazy. Now that's what I call a long distance swim. That sounds about right for a regular training session. Or maybe for you, Laura? Blah, this distance doesn't really bother me, but I just don't want to swim laps back and forth. Boring. How about we play tag? Oh. I'm up for it if the rest of you are. Sounds fun. I'm not opposed to the idea. Yeah, I just hope a certain someone doesn't use fun and games as an excuse to get all grabby. Well, hello. Relax, this is me you're talking about, not Crow. I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, looks like everyone's up for a rousing game of tag. Woo! I'll be it first. And that was how a grueling training session devolved into pool games. Unfortunately for Porreen, his hands did end up in the wrong place at the wrong time once or twice, earning him everlasting shame. However, he nobly persevered, and so it was that their novel training day came to an end. Completed! Yay! We got a serum capsule! Woohoo! Alright. So I'm gonna look at my menu here. And, oh, there's like one thing on the fishing list that I haven't caught yet, since I accidentally ended up on that page. So the only thing we have left on this chapter is the old schoolhouse mystery. So, I believe, help if I hit the right button. Yeah. So I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to just wait. And then this is where I'm going to pick up next time, because as anyone who knows, this game, when you get into the schoolhouse, you're usually in there for a significant amount of time. So I think this is a perfect opportunity to quit for the day and then pick this up, and that way my whole next stream I can work on the schoolhouse. So I want to thank Luna for moderating for me today. Greatly appreciate you doing that. Keeping an eye on everything. And thank you to everybody who's been there and been in the chat. I thank you so much. And my subscribers, of course. And if you haven't followed me, please give me a follow. That would be great. Linked through the chat is the information for my YouTube and my Discord. It's also linked to my Twitch profile as well. So feel free to join there. Love to see you there and get to chat with you. So I guess that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much again, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.